don't want you to grow out of the nest. They want you to stay there. They want you to, still clean the bathroom on Saturday and make sure that you clean all your eggs off your plate, and make sure that you get the chicken out before mama comes home from work type of shit. Even if she's sitting in the room next to you. Some people just need for you to stay in the same energy that they benefit off of you the most, you know? It could be a time when you experience the most amount of happiness, and they'll hold that energy and keep repeating it to not only you to remember it, to memorize it, to memorialize it, or to idolize it, to bring you back into that hype moment, like, your kindergarten graduation. They got to bring it up as if, that's something that is a conversation starter for you. You meet people and be like, I remember in kindergarten I graduated. No, some people want to hold that energy of you, to keep you in that energy, to keep you in a space of energy that they're still in attention at, where they got the most validation, or they got seen, they were heard, they were noticed at that moment, where there was light on you, but not as much because you were at the younger age. Some people want you to stay there because that's where they're comfortable at. Because at your big age, or as you get older and more about you, they can't keep you trained under the same words, trigger words, or same tone, the same verbiage, where love is not a factor anymore. Reality is, where some people can still pull the whole energy of, well, you remember back in ninth grade type of shit, or you remember when mama was there. They want that energy of usefulness, of beneficial, where to them they did get a ounce of leeway to actually see the happy side of you, or the pliable part of you, the nice part of you, where you were willing, where you were giving and you were more reciprocal of your energy. Some people just need you to stay in an energy where they happen to get more out of it than you, you know? They happen to just receive more than you. Where when you leave, when people leave, when you leave, you feel drained. You feel more exhausted. You feel more un, un you don't feel more like, you don't feel like yourself anymore, because that energy was meant to not only disassociate you, but take you away and pull you away from you, because if they can keep you in that energy of who you were in kindergarten, or who you were in high school, or who you were in graduation in college, or that first promotion, that energy is where they are, where you grew from that. You already left in that. You're not there anymore, but some people are still in that energy, and they grow from it, where they lost their own identity. They're walking behind that identity, that energy of that identity of kindergarten, from high school, from when you were 22. Shit, you know, I don't know, the age range from this is like 18, 16 to like 39, 45, right? When it comes to the age group of these videos. But it's really understanding that some people really need for you to stay in the energy of what they are comfortable with, more so than growing to be comfortable with themselves, because people run behind energy of others, more so than themselves, because sometimes their own energy is too exhausting to be in because they have too many things to deal with, but they don't want to, and the things that they need to heal from, they divvy it out to people. They give it to people to hold and to deal with, more so than dealing it with themselves. Those are the so-called victims. Those are the ones that really drown in their own tears on the sidewalk, because of the fact that they don't want to do nothing different, but want to stay in the same energy of what was, because it helped them more, it benefits them more, it gives them more space to be to really grow in the space of another's energy. That's the shit. that's the energy that is more than likely is trying to keep you, well shit, it's the energy that's really trying to keep you in the box, because if they keep you in the box of that same energy that they know you from or they benefit from, then shit is more for them. That's where the manipulation and everything else continues, not only to everybody around them, but for them to stay in a delusion and to keep you in an illusion that no matter what age you are, no matter how energetic you grow, they are still in that same energetic mode. So no matter what, keep growing, keep going, and keep doing you. Because those that feel as though that you are still the past you are those are the ones that really never wanted to grow to see you in the present you. More than likely, they're not even there in the present time with the present you doing you. Crazy ass shit. But anyways, know that the most I got you. Have a good one. I don't even know if y'all actually commented or not. My day's very good. It doesn't pop up all the time, but that's it. Have a good one. Bye.